Hello everyone, my name is Brijesh Rawal and I work in Biomax Ahmedabad, and today I'll be conducting this online session for detailed understanding of our SchoolDesk software. So what is the SchoolDesk software? The SchoolDesk software main targets to schools, colleges and all kind of educational institutes. It comes with essential features that any kind of educational institute would require, such as exam management, fees management, library management, live bus tracking, daily attendance, and many more functionalities. It also comes with mobile application for the students, parents, and teachers or professors. By using this mobile application, parents can check the student's daily report, his activities, his attendance, leaves, notices, assignments, etc. And students can also apply for leave through mobile application. So let's get started with this session. So before we start with the session, I would like to say that all the Q&A session will be conducted at the end of this session. So whatever questions you have, I will answer all the questions at this end of the session. So let's just open the website. So as you can see, this is the home page of our software, and this represents any institution or any schools. And you can create this page from the software itself. You don't have to write any code or anything like that. You can just create this front page in the software itself. I will show you that later. So first, let's log in first. Okay, we have login here as admin. As you can see, this is the our dashboard, and you can see various details here. For example, how many students are present or absent, the total numbers of students, devices, and this graph of students' attendance, and many more features is shown in dashboard. And on the left side, you can see all the options that this software provides. So first, let's start with enrollment. That how to enroll students or employees here. By employees, I mean to all the staff members of the schools or colleges, be it any peon or professors or teachers or administration department, we will consider those as employees. So here you can see on the screen employees and students. So let's start with employee first. How to enroll employee. So you can go to the add new record and you have to fill up details here and you have to save it. If the employee is an faculty member, so for that you can just simply check here is teacher option. So you can create employee here, and once you create the employee, it will show you in this list. The same procedure is for students. Click on add new record, fill up the data here, and you have to save it. This might be the lengthy process when we have numbers of students to enroll. So for that, we have import and export options here also. So let's see that. For example, if you want to import the students data, so first we will select the import students. Then we will click on the file format button. What it will do, it will automatically download the Excel file in which we have to enter the data. So we will open the Excel. As you can see on the screen, whole format here is ready here. We just have to enter the data here. Once you enter the data here, you can simply select that file from choose file option. You can select the file here and export it or import it here. So once you import the file here, student entry will automatically be here in this list. So this is the enrollment of any student or employee. So now let's see the admission process. That how can we do the admission process of any student? So for that, I'll open the website here. For example, any new joining student or his parents visits the school website. Okay, so here they will see the inquiry option. They will click on it and they will simply fill up this form here, their email address here, username, password, and they will press on the save here. So all the entries for that you can see it in evaluation process, as you can see here in inquiry. So all the inquiries by the parents or new joining students will show here. So the admin have to do only is that go to this edit button and approve it. So once they approve this, what it will do, what the software will do, it will send an email on this mentioned email. It will send the username and password to that particular email. So the students or parents can log in candidate website. So let's visit the candidate website. So this is the candidate website here. So I'll just simply log in here. So we have successfully logged in here, and as you can see, we have to fill up the application form for admission process. So the new joining student who wants to join the school will simply fill up this application form here and press on the save button. And that entry will show in this application form. So the once entry it shows here, all you have to do is go to edit and you have to put the status as approved, pending, or reject. So whatever the status will be, it will show in here that status is approved. So after that, it comes with the examination for admission process. The schools and colleges have entrance examination, so you can also schedule the examination here. We go to the exam schedule, click on add new record, date of examination, and we will select that application form. And if the examination is already done, then we can simply write the result here and the status, and we have to save it. Once we save it here, students can see the schedule of examination, and if the result is already declared, then they can see the result here. If they are passed and status is approved, then the next step will be uploading the documents. So they simply have to click here in upload documents. They have to upload the Aadhaar details and marksheet Xerox. So we save it here, and admin can download the documents from here, candidate documents. So here they can simply download Aadhaar card or marksheet. So after doing all this procedure, here you can see it is written converted into student. So what it will do, it will automatically convert the inquiry into the student in the school list. So after the inquiry procedure, the student list will show here. So this is all the admission process that you get with the software. And so on the next step, we will see the biometric management. So this software is based on the biometric system. All the attendance for students and employees, the teachers will be based on the biometric devices of Biomax. So for that, we have one option here, device management. So biometrics that we are using here, We will connect it in this device option. So we will go to the device and connect the device here on add new record. We will fill up the here details and save it. That biometric will be added here and it will show online if it is connected with internet. So let me clarify one thing, that biometric devices that we are using with the software is only from the Biomax. No any other devices will support in this software. Only Biomax devices, V series, K series and N series device will support in this software. So we can perform various operations here on the biometrics, like view users in devices, get all log records, and some all these options here. So next thing is to upload the students' data and employees' data on the device. So how to upload that? So we have option for that also. Here, as you can see, upload or delete users. So we will click on that, and here you can simply select the students or employees. Select the biometric here. Here you can see one biometric is online. So we'll select that biometric. Here we can select the employees. Then we will select the templates, face template, fingerprint template, the ID card template. It will automatically upload to that device. So we will simply click on the upload and it will show user uploaded successfully. Now we can check whether it is successfully uploaded or not in device commands. So all the commands that you perform on biometrics, you can see it here. It is pending. So after the refreshing, it will show successful. So as you can see, it is now successfully uploaded. And in this option, device logs, what you can check is all the logs that all the punch marks that are being in the devices. So we select the month here. You can select any month and simply apply the filter. And you can see all the punches that are being punched into biometric devices. And for example, if any student or employee forgets to punch in device, so for that we have a manual entry option also. If any students forgets to mark his attendance, so we can simply select on employee or students, select that particular student here. From date to to date, we will select that and select the log time, which will be what will be the time, and direction in or out. And then we will simply assign. So it will show user assigned successfully. So you can do the manual entry here also. And here last option is SMS logs. The software supports SMS service and mailing service. So for all kinds of SMS that are being sent from the software, that logs you can see it in SMS logs. So we just saw this device management option. Now let me show you one thing here. When we are enrolling any employee or students options, that designation, name, location, roster. We select the roster here, select the location here. So where are we generating these options? So we can generate all these things in master options. In the master options, we are given all the basic information regarding the any school or organization. You can see here organization info, branch, categories, department, locations. You can create everything in this master options. So first, in organization info, it will be your school or colleges information. Sub branch information, you can create it here. Branch information. Then you can create categories here. So what does category mean? Category mean, let me open this first. So category means if you want to define uh, that, for example, if I am the employee and you want to set that for particular work duration, you want to mark my attendance as half day or absent. So you can do that here. You can just simply check on this checkbox and define the minutes here. For example, if my work duration is less than 240 minutes, it will automatically consider as half day. And if my work duration is less than 160 minutes, So software will mark my attendance as absent. It will not mark as attendance my present, even if I'm present there. So my work duration have to be minimum 160 minutes or 240 minutes. You can do the same thing for half days. On the Saturdays, we have a half day. So for that, we can do the same thing here. Partial absent work duration and partial half day work duration. And we have one option here for single punch mark what we want to do. So if any employee or any student is only punching for one time, he forgets to punch second time. So for that, what this software is supposed to do? So we will define that thing here. So here we have various options that shift end time. It means that second punch will consider as the shift end time of particular employee. In punch plus 1 minute, which means that after we punch for the first time, it will automatically uh, select the next minute as is second punch. Then we have no system entry plus present, no system entry plus absent. So what it means that it will automatically mark attendance as present and it will automatically mark attendance as absent. So we have to that select here and we have to save it. So you can create the various categories for various kinds of employees. After that, we have a department option here. In department, we define all the departments in the schools or colleges. For example, IT department, education department, security department, transport department, accounts department, admin department, the administrator. So you just have to go to create here and write down the department name. So after creating the department, we create the locations for the students and employees from what is the origin of the students. So we create the locations here. So after creating the locations, we will simply create the employee shifts for employee, morning shift, uh, afternoon shifts. So you can create the shifts here, add new record, write down the shift name, shift code, define the time, what is the time of the shift, start time and end time. And for Sundays, we can just simply check here weekly off and select the Sunday here. Sunday will be weekly off. And we can also do the Saturday. And if you want to do Saturday as a half day, so we can do this partial day option. So here we will select Saturday and we will define the time period of half day. And after that, we can also select partial weekday. So it means that which week from the month will be considered as half day. So first week, third week, and fifth week of the month. So you can simply do that here, or second week or fourth week. You can do that here also. So you can generate the shifts here for employees only, and then for employees, we create the designations. What are the designation of employees? So here we can see the teachers, staff, professors, vice principal, clerks. So we can create the categories here. Not categories, but designations here for employees. And after that, we create the session. Session means the academic year, 2019 to 2020. You can create anything and you can select is active option, whichever year is running. So for now, it will be 2019 to 2020. So here you can see this year is active. After that section, we create the section for every class A, class B, class C. So create the section here. And after that, we create the class. So all the standards will be created here. You just have to create new and class name. After that, we have a subject option. We create every subjects that are being conducted in the schools, subject name and description. After that, we create the semester here, add new record, semester name, which class we want to assign in that semester. Then session means academic year. Then from date to today, duration of that semester. We can save it here and it will show in here. After that, you can see three options here: assign subject to class, batches, and batches roster. So these three options are really important for subject-wise attendance. In colleges, we have this system that students have to punch in every lecture and mark their attendance for every subject. And the attendance report is also calculated accordingly, subject-wise. So for that, we have options here: assign subject to class, batches, and batch rosters. So for that, first we'll go to assign subject to class. What we will do here is define that this subject, for example, Sanskrit subject, will be conducted in this class of this section on this time duration. So we will define this thing here in assign subject to class. After that, we select the semester here and we assign name and we save it here. So for every subject, we have to create this assign subject to class. And after doing this, we can create the batches. So in batches, as you can see, I will open this one. In batches, you can create 1 day batch in which you have to assign all the periods that we created all the assigned subject to class. We have to assign in this periods like so. Then we can save it. So we have to create the batches from Monday to Saturday, 6 batches for 6 days. So after creating the batches, we can simply go to the batch rosters and create the rosters. Rosters is for rotating the batches on weekly basis. So you can see here, go to edit. As you can see, one batch roster is already created. You can assign to all the batches that you created here in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. For example, Monday, it should follow this batch. On Tuesday, it should follow this batch. On Wednesday, it should follow this batch. So you can simply create the roster here and you can select the weekly off as Sunday, user type that which defines that for whom you are making this roster. So it is for students or teachers. You can select any of one. And then partial weekly off, which is Saturday here, and we can select first week, third week, and fifth week as partial day, means half day. Then we can simply save it here. You can create a new record also. So we create the batch roster here, and that this batch roster you have to assign in students or employees details. You simply go to edits and you see the batch roster options here. You apply that batch roster here and software will automatically get it will automatically create the timetable for that particular student according to their batch roster. And as I said earlier that these options is for subject wise attendance, assign subject to class, batches, and batches roster. Now for example, you don't want to use the subject wise attendance, so for that we have one option here in master settings. So we will click on the master settings, and here there's an option which is called student attendance calculation method, in which we define that how you want to calculate attendance of the student. If you want to do it subject wise, which we just did, then you can select the subject wise here. And for normal requirement, which normally the schools have, like student punch first time when he arrives to school, and he does the second punch when he is leaving from school. So the system will mark his present or absent on the basis of these two punches only. But when we are using this subject wise, students have to punch in every lectures. So we will use that student attendance calculation method from here. In first in last out option, these three options will not be available. You cannot use these batches and batches roster in first in last out option because it is just a normal requirement. If you want to use the subject-wise attendance, then you can simply select the subject-wise, and it will show these three options here. And after that, we have assign device to class. Now, this is really interesting feature. What it does is it will assign particular biometric device to particular class. For example, we are installing the biometric devices in every class for attendance. So we can do that here. Simply select the class and select the biometric here. Then you can save it. Now, what is the advantage of you using these options is that, for example, I will create one scenario here. For example, I am a teacher and I have to conduct one lecture in class 1. I have to conduct one lecture in class 1. So if I want to mark my attendance, I have to go to that particular class and I have to punch in particular these biometric devices and G4W only. If I punch in any other device, the software will not consider that punch and it will mark absent for that particular lecture. So it is really interesting feature. You can enable this feature here in master settings. In master settings, there is one option, teacher class-wise attendance. So the scenario just that I just described here, you can use it here, teachers class-wise attendance. So you can simply select the yes. So this is what assign device to class does. So after that, we have holiday options. We have to create the holidays here, and after that, we have three options: mail settings, SMS settings, and SMS schedule. So for what purpose we use the email settings? It is for to send the attendance report of employees to admin. So for that, we are using this email setup here. And in SMS settings, mostly schools and colleges have this requirement that they want to receive the SMSs. For example, student is arrived in school, he is present or he is absent or not. For every kind of these things, parents are saying that we want to receive the SMS for those things. So for that, we can simply create the SMSs here. For example, if a student is absent, so for that we want to write student code is absent today. So software will automatically place the student code here and it will send to particular parents or particular students that he or she is absent today. You can do the same things for present here, out from school, entered in school, school bus is arrived or not, it is still arriving, the bus is entered in school or not. You can select all these options here for SMS service. And how to use the SMS service? For that, you have to purchase the SMS service from third-party service provider. They will provide you one URL link, and that URL you have to paste it here. And then after you can use this as SMS settings. So after that, you can just submit here, and you can also uh, schedule the SMSs. For example, if the students is absent, so for all those students who are absent at the end of the day, they should the software should fire SMS on the particular time only. So for example, in the evening it should fire a SMS at 6 o'clock. So you can also schedule the SMSs here. And there is one option, exclude day. So exclude day means it will exclude the Sundays, so it will not send any SMSs on Sundays. So you can just simply save this and you can use this SMS services. And after that, we have assignment options. Employees or any faculty members can upload the assignments through this software. So they just simply have to click add new record and assignment name, select the class here for which class we are uploading the assignment, subject, here we will select any class, we will select the subject here, date of submission, we will select the date of submission here, for example 30th April, and we will If you have any documents regarding the assignment, then you can select the document here and you can upload it here. So once you upload the assignment here, student can log in the mobile application and they can download this assignment through mobile application just by sitting at home. So this is also a really cool feature given here, the assignment. So there is also one thing with this, that how any faculty or any professor would take access of this software and perform this thing here, assignment. So for that, we'll click on this developer option, and you can see there is one option, system user. So in this option you can create different access for different users. So we will add new record, we'll press on to add new record, or you can simply see this here. We will write the username, password, and we will assign the permissions, that on this login what permissions we want to assign. So you can also create this system users, and faculties can use this login to access this software, but they will only be able to access only limited options here, limited features here. So they can log in here and upload the assignments. So after that, uh, as I said that, let me show you that this website has this front page. So how to create this front page? So in software, we have one option here, dynamic templates. In dynamic templates, we can create the whole front end. We don't have to write any kind of code here. We just have to simply fill up these details. You can choose the files. You have to upload images, and you all good to go. It will automatically create this front end. So yeah, this front end comes with the software also. You can create according to your institutions. So after that, let's see the leave management option, that how students and employees can apply for the leaves. So for that, in leave management we have various options. So first we have to define all kinds of leaves, that what kind of leaves can any employee or student can apply. So for that we have two options to create the leaves. For employees we have to select employee leave, and for student we have to select this student leave. So first we will see the employee leave. So here you can see already created casual leave, sick leave, maternity leave. We'll click on add new record. You can create a new leave here. Leave name, leave code, short form, credit balance. For example, if I write 10, so a particular employee can apply for this leave only for 10 days. And there is one option is negative. For example, if you want to apply more than 10 times, so for that you have to check is negative here. And after that, here we have a gender option. You can particularly define this leave type to particular gender. So for example, this maternity leave is only applicable for females only, and leave balance is 60 days. So after creating this leave type here, you can apply for the leave in leave entries. So for students, you can apply for, in this option, apply student leave entries, and for employees we can apply from this leave entries. So we will click on the leave entries, apply leave. We will select the from date to date, it is approved or not, and leave type, which kind of leave it is, and approved by, remarks, and leave in which we define is it half day or full day leave. Then we have to select the employees here, and you have to just simply here it will show that particular this employee has applied for leave. So now there are two ways to apply for leave. Once you can do do that in software itself, and other is you can apply leave from mobile application also. So you can apply from leave from mobile application. You just have to log in mobile application and apply for leave, and it will show entry here. It will show the entry for the leave application, and the admin have to do is go to edit and approve it. So yeah, this is for employee, and for students you can simply go to the apply student leave entries, and same procedure is for students also. Select date, and it is approved or not, select student name and apply here, save. And for example, if you want to see the summary of the leaves, then you can go to leave summaries. For employees you can go to the leave summaries, and for students you can go to student leave summaries. So you can see all the summaries here that employees have applied for the leaves, and same thing it will show for student leave summary. So this is the leave management options, and after that let's see the fees management option. So in fees management, what we have here is, first we have to create all the fees type, that what kind of fees we want to collect from students. So we will create that thing in fees head. So we will go to the fees head, add new record. You have to now write the name here for what kind of fee. For example, annual fees, and we will select the frequency here. Frequency, for example, if it is annual, so once in a year, or half yearly, 2 times in a year, or bi-monthly here. So you can set the frequency here, or you can select any month manually. Yeah, so you can just simply save it here. Here you can see already the many fees I had already created here. And after that, once you create this fees head, you have to create the fees group. So what is the requirement of fees group? So different kinds of students for different classes or different categories, they have different fee structure also. So for that purpose we are creating this fee group here. So we will just create add new group name, description, and we will save it here. So we will just simply define the group name, fees group name, and after that we have to create structure for that particular group. So how to create the fee structure? It will be in fees plan. We will select the fees plan, add new record. So here what will be defined is that we will select the fees name, what kind of fee, for example school fee, fees group that we created earlier, and the class, for example which class are we assigning this fees, and we will write the fees amount here, for example 1000 rupees or anything like that, and you can simply save it here, and it will show that groups created successfully. So after this fees plan, once the students comes for the payment of the fees, for that you can generate the fees receipt here. You can go to add new record, select any student here, and you can apply for the fees here. As you can see, it automatically adds up all the fees here, and it will show total fee receipt amount. And then after, if everything is okay, if he or she is paying late, so you can simply apply the charges here. You can calculate, and it will add up to final amount. In net fees it will show 9,100 rupees, and you can simply save and print here, or simply save it here. And after that, if you want to check the reports of all the entries, you can check it here. For any of the student it will show in here. If the student data is not available, it will simply show that student not available in this class. So yeah, you can see the report here, and you can also export the report in Excel from this here, this button export to Excel, and after that fees daybook. Daybook means you can see the day wise. For example, let me just do one entry here in fee receipt, add new record. I will select the student. I will select the month. Sorry, not that. This month. I'm adding this late fees charges, and I will simply save it here. Actually, there is some issue with this. So let me just describe you that what it means in fees group. It will just show you the all the report day wise, that in between 1st April to 15 April, it will show all the reports, all the entries here, that in between this date, how many fees collection we have done from the students. So it will show here, and you can also that export that all the data in Excel here. After that, fees due list, in which it will show that all the students that have not paid any fees. So for that, it will show here paid due list. It will show the total amount here. So this is the fee structure. You can do that all the things here. And like I said earlier, that when you create this fees group, you can assign this fee group in students. You simply go to student details, and here there's options fees group. So you can assign any group here. Then save it. So after the fees management, we have option here as a library management. You can also do the library management. So basically in colleges or in schools, we have these two things, main two things for library management. Student issues the book, and after the specific time period, student have to return the book. So for that, we have to create the category here. We will create the categories: book category name, description, and return next day. That you have to define that after how many days student have to return the book. So 10 days. So you have to create the categories here. After that, you have to create the books entries. As you can see here, you have to define quantities, that how many quantities that does this book have, and categories, that which category does this book follow, and save it here. So after the book's creation, you can simply issue the book. You can go to the new record, select admission number, books, date of issue, that he or she is issuing the book today, date of returning. It will automatically calculate the return date, and you can save it here. So after the issuing book, in pending books we can see. So let's just do one entry here. I will select the 13 number, admission number. I will select this book here. For example, date of issue was tomorrow. I will save it here. Book issued successfully. And after that, in pending books, it will show all the books, all the entries that are still pending. So here you can see the status for this thing is still issued. It is not returned here. So to return this, we can simply go to the return book, add new record. I will select the admission number, and it will show the entry here. For example, this admission number have not returned the book yet. So I will simply select this date of returning. For example, I'm returning this book today itself, and I will add the remarks. For example, return. You can write anything, and you can simply save it here. And after that, in pending books, it will not show anything because it is already written. So in return book, it is now showing the status as written. So this is how you can manage your library through the software only. And after that, we have one option, exam management. Now these options is a bit tricky, so I'll suggest you to pay more attention. So if you have any idea regarding the examination structure of any school or colleges, is that there are two types of examination. First is assessment examination and second is co-assessment examination. So what does the assessment examination means? So all kind of examination on which we are calculating if the student is pass or not, on which we are including that examination result in final report card. All those kinds of examination will be considered as assessment examination. As you can see here in assessment, so all these examination will be count as assessment examination, and all the kind of examination that we do not include in final result, we do not include for deriving whether the student is pass or not. All those kinds of examination will be in co-assessment. Co-assessment examination is extra examination. For example, art education examination, health and physical education, work education. This kind of examination does not count in final result. So all this kind of examination will be considered as co-assessment. So simply we just have to add new record and write down the assessment name, assessment examination name here. So first option is term. So first of all, we have to create the term. We will create any term here, term one, update. So we will create the term for examination, and after that we have to do entry for assessment examination and co-assessment as I showed you earlier. After that, here is the option of term grade. In term grade, what we define is for what mark range we are assigning the grades here. So for example, I will select the term and I will select the minimum percentage. For example, from 20 percentage to 30 percentage, it should consider as E grade. Okay, so for 20 to 30 marks, it will consider as E grade when we are evaluating the final result. So we have to define all the term grades here. Then we go to the allot marks. In allot marks, we define the minimum marks and maximum marks for particular examination. So we will add new record here, select the class, assessment, which kind of assessment examination, subjects. You can select all subjects or any particular one subject, and you can assign minimum marks or maximum marks. So for 100 marks of examinations, we are assigning maximum marks as 100 and minimum marks as 33. So 33 will be your passing marks. Below the 33, student will consider as fail in this particular subject. So after doing that, we have two options here, scholastic marks entry and co-scholastic marks entry. So what does it mean? So after creating all these things, you have to do the mark entry for all the examinations. If the exam is already being conducted and faculties have to do the marks entry. So for all kinds of assessment examination, you have to do the mark entry in scholastic marks entry. And for all co-assessment examination, you have to do marks entry in co-scholastic marks entry. So scholastic marks entry is for assessment examination and co-scholastic marks entry is for co-assessment examination. So we will go to the scholastic marks entry and let's see how to do the markings here. Select the class, select the section, select the subject, select the term here, which term examination it is, and you can simply do the you can marks entry here 39 or for example 45 like so, and you can also put the remarks here. And for example, if you don't want to do the marks entry from the software, So for that, we have one option here, import from Excel. We will simply enable it. So as you just see here, it automatically downloaded this Excel format. So you can simply open the format here, enable editing, and you can simply do the marks entry in this Excel, and you can simply import that Excel in here in choose file option. So you can simply choose that Excel and you can import it in here. So after doing entries for scholastic areas, let's do the same for co-scholastic areas. Same procedure in co-scholastic. Here you have to select which co-assessment examination, select the class, select the section, and select the term, and assign the marks here, and simply save it here. And after that, you have to create term group. Now we define the terms here in terms, and now we are defining term group. So what is the purpose of term group? So for example, let me just edit it here. Term, term 1, save it, and term 2, I will save it here also. So I just created these two terms here, term 1 and term 2. Now here there is one option of generating a report card of any student. So here we are selecting term. So actually we are selecting here term group. So for example, we will go to the assigned term group. We will select the scholastic or co-scholastic area, add new record, and after that we will select the term group. The term group that we created earlier, the term here, term 1 or term 2, and assessment. So basically what it will do, it will do, it will assign this particular assessment to this term under this term group. So for example, if I want to do for different assessment, so I will save it here. I will create one more for same term group but different term. So I will do that also here. So as you can see, for same term group, we are defining different terms and different assessment. So when we are generating the report card here, it will show us the report card accordingly. Term group, select the class, select the student, and generate. So you can simply just create the report card by just one click here. Right now it is not showing the marks here because we don't have any entries for the examination, but you can see the format here for every different schools and colleges. We can put the different format here. That is not the issue, but main thing is we can generate the report card by just one click. And after that, if you want to see the marks report, that how much marks any student have achieved in examination, so that you can see that here. You can see for each students, and you can also apply the filters here, like so. So this is the whole exam management module here. And after that, after the examination is done, if you want to see the progress of whole class, if you want to see the average of whole class in each subjects, then there is options for analytics. We will go to academic performance. I will select the class here, or you can select any of the assessment type. Select the type, class wise or student wise, or you can generate the average of the class. So it will automatically calculates the average of class in particular subjects. As you can see here, And if you want to see the graphical view, you can go to the performance summary. It will show the graphical view. So after that, let's see this option, that how to generate attendance report in this software. You can generate reports for students, employees, all the working employees, and teachers, faculties, or professors. So for students, we will generate here daily, monthly, semester wise, or academic year report. So let's just simply create the daily report. I will just select the time duration and generate. So as you can see, it will generate the daily report automatically. It will show all the present here. It shows the student name, student code, section name of the class. It will show the day wise, like so. It will show absent also, absent, present. It will show daily report. You can also check the monthly report. For that, I will select the time here, and here I will select the detailed report and generate it. So when I click on the generate button, it automatically creates the monthly report for the student. It will show the class wise, and it will show all the absence and presence for each date. And you can also see the total number of presents and total number of absent here, and weekly off. Weekly off means all the Sundays here, Sundays and Saturdays, and holiday off. So just like so, you can create the monthly report, and you can generate the same report in the same format for employees also. Employees, we have two options, daily report and monthly report. Let me just show you real quick. So as you can see, it will generate the daily report for the employees also. It will generate designation wise, for which designation it will generate the report. And same format is for monthly report. And we will generate. So it will generate a whole monthly report in same format. And for example, now we want to check a subject wise report for the faculties. So for that, we have one option here in teachers report, teacher subject wise report. We will click on that. So as you can see here, it is showing on the teachers attend subject wise attendance report. It will show the present and absent here for the employees, teachers code, teacher's name, and all these lectures here. Also, there is one feature that if you want to check timetable for faculties, that for that we have timetable option. In timetable, you can simply go to the grid timetable. You can see the timetable of any faculties. It will show here, and you can also export it to Excel. And if you want to see the more graphical view, then it will show in calendar timetable. So you can just select the employees here, and it will show the timetable here. Now there is also a third option, override timetable. So what does it mean? So override timetable is for proxy assigning faculties. For example, I am I am one faculty and I'm going to be absent today in the school. So you can simply replace, you can just simply replace me. For example, I am this Ashutosh Gupta faculty. So you can simply replace my all the lectures by another faculties. So you can assign proxy faculties here, and you can just simply write down the override date. You can simply save it here. Select the override date, and you can save it. So as you can see, it is already being assigned here. So you can assign the proxy teachers in here. So there is also a cool feature here. And after creating all these reports, there is one really main important feature: bus tracking. You can live bus track your school buses or college buses through this application. So first we will do the entries for driver. We will fill up the driver details here. Then buses, all those buses, we will select the buses, fill up the details here, and we will assign that which driver is in that particular bus, and vehicle type, is it car, truck, or bus, and here device. So we can also implement our biometric device in bus also, since our biometric devices supports GPRS and GPS also. So you can simply just assign the biometric device that you want to implement in bus and then save it here. So after that, you have to create the bus stops. So you just have to create the bus stops here: stop name, stop address, the bus is, which bus will be on that stop, and you can also assign longitude and latitude, and you have to save it here. And after creating this bus stops, you can assign this in students. You just have to go to student details, and there is one option in here, bus stops. You can apply any bus stop here. And after that, you have to assign GPS devices. GPS device that are we are using with the biometric devices, that we will assign here. You just have to say write down a name, IMEI number of the SIM card that we are using in that biometric devices, that bus name, and that we have to save it here. So after doing so, we can simply live track the bus in bus tracking. As you can see, it is showing one live location of the bus. It is stationary right now. It is not moving because it is right now. It is not implemented in bus. It is in our office. So it will show the location here, and you can select the GPS device here. And in every 10-second duration, it will get refreshed. So you can see the live location of the bus. So it is also a cool feature. And one important thing is that students and parents can also live track the buses from mobile application. Student can also see where is his or her bus is arrived or not. So all those things student can check from mobile application. After that, we have notice board here. For example, if you want to create any notices for schools, so it will just write down the name here, notice, and for which class we are applying this notice. So once we save it here, student can student or employees can see this notice from that mobile application. So when we press on this save button, it will fire the notification in every mobile application, and it will show that one notice has assigned to your class, like so. Okay, so I think we have covered most of the features here. Let me show you some of the few that are remaining. Yeah, you can generate the ID card and certificate by this software from just one click. For example, let me show you the ID card, how to generate the ID card here. Select the student and then generate. So as you can see, just by one click, I can create the ID card of any student, and you can simply save it from here. You can save it in Excel, PDF, or Word format, and or you can just simply print it. You can do the same thing for employees. Generate. Yeah, so it will generate automatically here. Don't worry about the format. We can implement any kind of format here. Now for certificates, we have two options: editor certificate and word certificate. So for example, you don't have any kind of format ready for your certificate, so you can just create here. So if you want to create the certificate, just go to editor certificate, add new record, write down the certificate name, and you can create it certificate here. Or else, if you already have the format for the particular certificate, and if you want to upload it, so you can do that thing in word certificate. So I will go to the new record. I will write down the name ABCD, select the document. I will select the document. Okay, so I will just simply save it. So now doing this, you can go to the generate certificate and generate certificate for any student. So you can just simply write down all the details here. We are actually running out of time here, so I will not generate here. So you can just simply generate it, and it will download the format here, and you can simply print it in the printer. And after that, let me just clarify this master settings. As I described earlier, this is the student attendance calculation method. If you want to be subject-wise attendance or first in last out attendance. After that, we have start time and end time for our institution. Report type, that whichever report that we earlier generated, for that, if you want to use a report viewer or Excel, you can select that here. And after that, we have report header type. In that, we select that when we generate any kind of report, that on the header what we want to show. If you want to show the organization information or branch information, that you can select here. And after that, we have is template option. Each template is for this template. You can enable it from here. And teacher class-wise attendance, as I mentioned earlier. So this is the master options. Okay, so I think we have covered all the topics. Let me show you one thing also, that how you can log in the mobile application. So you can just simply go to employees or student. If you want to log in as employee, so you can go to employee, or if you want to log in as student, go to student. Here, go to details. There is one option here, as you can see, using mobile app. So we will enable it, and I will write one password here. For example, 12345. So I write the password here. So now, once you open the mobile application, you can simply download it from Play Store. You can simply search SchoolDesk Biomax. There will be one application. It is free for download. You can download it, and it will ask for student code. So student code will be this 9, and the password will be 12345. So for that thing, for that details, you can simply log in mobile application. And parents can also log in mobile application through his or her students or child's login details. For example, on Ashu008 and password 12345. Parents can also log in here. So yeah, we have covered all the topics here. So now we will move forward to the Q&A section. If you have any questions here, you can just simply ask here. I will try to answer all the questions. Okay, I already see many questions here. Okay. Hi, is it necessary to install devices at all classes? So I would suggest that you can install biometric devices in every class, but it is up to you that how do you want to do the installation. If you want to do in every classes, so for example, it will be easier for class-wise attendance and every subject attendance. So it will be easier for students. Okay, we are having the a lot of questions here. Audio not working. It might be some internet issue on your side. Please check. Instead of cloud-based, is web-based software available? This question is from Mr. Vinay, sorry. So Mr. Vinay, yeah, uh, this software is also available for cloud and web also. Both are available. Software is free of cost or paid basis. Yes, software will be paid basis. For any inquiry regarding the prices and the all kind of stuff, you can just I'll just show you the details here. Yeah, you can put your inquiry on this email, or you can contact our salesperson on this WhatsApp number. If you have any queries regarding the pricings, you can contact us on this email, sales@biomaxsecurity.com, or on this WhatsApp number. Process is looking very lengthy. Is it possible that we make database and transfer it into particular machine? Mr. Vinay, uh, I quite not get your question here. If you want to transfer data to machine, you can just simply do that in here in device management. Let me just show you again. In device management, you can simply upload or delete user from the device. You can just bulk upload also. So yeah, you can do that. If I want to mark second and fourth Saturday as off, what to be done? This is the question from Mr. Chaitanya. Okay, so as I showed you earlier, not in category but in employee shift, when you are actually generating the shift, the weekly off will be, you cannot set weekly off as second or fourth as we are doing it for partial weekly off. Right now it is not available, but it will be available in short time. So yeah, that feature will be also available here. After that, by default, a week off is not available for these days. Okay, that was the same question with the weekly off. So yeah, we will implement that for Saturdays also, second weekly off. Is this software chargeable from where we get? Yes, it will be chargeable, Mr. Rohit. Yes. If you have any queries regarding the charges, you can simply contact it here. I will keep it open here. Good morning, sir. By using this software, can we find the live location of student? This is the question from Mr. Mr. Sheikh. So Mr. Sheikh, no, we cannot live track the student. We can only live track the school buses or college buses from the software. Right now, it is not available live tracking for every student. For there is one question for pending fees, SMS notification is possible. This is a question from Mr. Jignesh. So, Mr. Jignesh, no, Right now, it is not available that SMS notification for pending fees. It is right now not available, but we are going to implement in short time, because as you can see, these are the newly added functions here, but it will be added in soon future. I am using mobile. How to get audio? Uh, Please check your audio settings in your phone. How to how can I install the software? So if you want to install the software, you can just put your inquiry here for installation. We actually do not install the software. We have to host this. It is web based or cloud based. For if you are going with the web based software, then our technical team will support you in hosting on your local server or local PC. So they will help you with installations. How to link attendance with timetable? This is the question from Mr. Ranjan Kumar. Mr. Ranjan, you don't have to do that. Software does it automatically for you. It will automatically generate the attendance according to its timetable. So for example, if the students are marking the attendance, so software will take their mark and see that in the details that for this student which timetable he or she is following. So according to their timetable, it will calculate the attendance. And also all the students can check their attendance in the mobile application also. Internet connection is mandatory for the devices, Mr. Avinash. So yes, internet is a must. Internet is mandatory here. Any customization possible for fee structure, for example, to cater for fee, concession, or scholarship? This is the question from, let me see. Yeah, so yeah, we can do the customization if it is feasible. Then if you want to do any customization, then you can simply put a query here, and our sales team will let you know that if it is possible or not with our software. But yeah, we will try our best to implement your requirements. For this, we need static IP. Yes, yes, you need a static IP for this web-based software. How many Max device? How many Max device can support? Right now, it can support unlimited devices. So, how many devices you have? You can connect it here in the software. Can we get the demo link for practice? Yes, if you want the demo link, and if you want to check out the software by yourself, you can just simply put your inquiry in sales@biomaxsecurity.com. We will share you the credentials and demo link. Any other option rather than biometric, like face or app login on mobile device? So right now the attendance will be based on the biometric only. There is no any other option available. Mr. Vinayak, this question was from Mr. Vinayak. What will be the maximum log in one machine? This is the question from Mr. Himanshu Desai. Mr. Himanshu, in biometric, the Biomax provides various range of biometric devices. Although all the devices consist of minimum 1 lakh to 2 lakh log capacity for one machine. Is this web application or web-based? Yeah, this is the web-based application. It is also available in cloud. What is the installation process? For the installation queries, you can simply put your query here. Installation will be conducted by our technical support. SMS service would from your end, or do we need have our own? Mr. Vinayak is asking this question. So yes, you have to purchase from third-party service for SMS service. Software does not provide the SMS service. You have to purchase it from third-party services. Can we use third-party biometric devices? So no, you cannot use the third-party biometric devices. Only Biomax biometric devices will support in this software. I will repeat it again. Biomax is biometric devices, N series, V series, and K series devices will only support in this software. Maximum capacity of the student in one machine. So it will vary from machine to machine. We have different range of machines. For example, you can get from minimum 3K student to maximum 50K students in one machine, in one single machine. Our biometric supports up to 50K students in one single machine. How many employee use mobile app? Any license required? So for mobile application, it is free of cost. It comes with the software. It does not have separate license. It is included in software only. Actually, we are running out of time, and we are having too many questions here. I'm sorry, but I cannot cover all the questions here. For that, I would suggest please put your questions on this email, or you can simply contact us on this WhatsApp number. Whatever questions, whatever query, whatever requirement you have, you can just simply contact us on this email or WhatsApp number. Our sales team or our technical support team will try our best to answer you. Okay, so we are actually running out of time here. And yes, one more important thing. This live session is being recorded, and the Biomax will upload this live session on the YouTube channel in few days. So I will highly recommend to visit our YouTube channel. So you can just simply search in YouTube Biomax Security, and you can subscribe to this channel and press the bell notification icon, so you will never miss the updates from Biometric Security. So whenever we upload this session on the YouTube, you will get the notification. So do subscribe and press bell notification icon. And if you have any inquiries, please contact us through this email and WhatsApp number. So, and also this is the quarantine period, so we can make most out of it through attending this kind of webinars. So we have also hosted uh, these online webinars in past few days, and we are getting very good responses from all of you people. So thank you very much for all of your support, and thank you very much for joining this today's session. I really hope it was helpful for you. And if you have any doubt, please contact this on this email and WhatsApp number. We will try to answer all your queries, and we will try to support you. So best wishes from Biomex, and stay home, stay safe, and have a good day.